please help me in welcoming the first lightning speaker for the day, who's a third-time top veteran, the COO of the Estonian American company, Ovela. Carl Pushy, come on up.
Thank you, Lorena, for the introduction and for ensuring that all of us keep sight on why we are here. Our heartfelt gratitude extends to the top and FEMA teams with whom we've worked over these months and years. An adventure similar to something from Nicholas Sparks' book, Crossing Paths with Star Wars, took me from hometown USA to the just as surreal Northern European e-government powerhouse of Estonia. This is our spacecraft, the European Space Agency Sentinel-1, and she is a twin. Together, the pair have orbited the Earth every 6 days since 2015, providing insight on the millimeter by millimeter health of every structure on the planet. Our team in Estonia, together with ESA, have developed an AI that is capable of rapidly processing and visualizing her data in a way that has dramatically changed the inspection of critical infrastructure. As a nearly zero debt to GDP nation, Estonia demanded a way to remotely inspect infrastructure without drones and people. To prevent catastrophes such as bridge and dam failures, we needed a generation leap in technology, and the orbital twins are just one puzzle piece. The unthinkable storm, the 100-year flood, the winter storm of the century are all increasing in vigor and intensity, as is our understanding of climate science. However, many of us have been missing a key element in that calculus: land motion. The Earth under us is moving at different rates everywhere, and the structures we built in the past are reaching their limits. We are here to make Earth observation accessible. This platform automatically develops the inconceivably massive amount of data from the Sentinels, giving us the ability to show which infrastructure is weak before the disaster arrives, and then amplifies the problems we need not have known were there. In our first discussions with FEMA, we reviewed the reports on national preparedness. Findings included detail on the incredible lack of disaster readiness across American communities. We immediately drew a parallel to individual health. Prior to a diagnosis of high cholesterol, few of us are going to stop eating bacon cheeseburgers. It's only afterwards does that kale salad even look remotely possible. We aim to find a way to inform communities of their level of risk in a disaster, in the hope that they would actually evacuate in the next storm or take other measures to increase their readiness. Taking the Sentinel-1 open radar data together with census block files, we analyzed the motion of a swath of American communities from Baltimore to Wilmington and San Juan, Puerto Rico. From the thousands of points of motion across households, bridges, seawalls, and parks, aggregating the data up to an easy-to-understand block-level index of structural risk, something that we can now immediately use for emergency planners in those communities. In an almost unsettling twist of fate, we can now see the invisible, leading to the discovery of a nuclear power station in Pennsylvania with a cracked cooling pump structure and turbine hull, key motion indicators days before the failure of the Oroville Dam spillway in California, bridges between Miami and Key Biscayne that were worrying enough to all of us that we immediately tried to contact Florida DOT. We all know that much of our critical infrastructure is in desperate condition. However, do we have any understanding of that condition in real time when our inspection schedules are at best every 2 years, perhaps none at all, and the reports are trapped in a data silo or somebody's desk? The topic of infrastructure status extends across a wide field of our national interests. And what we have built is a tool that offers you a way to prioritize, triage, and prepare. Space may be indeed the final frontier, but together we can bring the frontier to work for all of us. From the brilliant American structural engineers teaching our AI to Earth observation teams from ESA and FEMA boots on the ground, this effort has been and continues to be remarkable. Thank you once again to everyone here, and especially our rockstar families, for believing in how we really can make an impact on disaster readiness. After all, isn't that exactly when we need it the most?